Good morning. This is for Wednesday, May the 13th. We're looking at active and passive voice. Okay? Hudson Taylor took the gospel of Christ to the people of China. We want to look at the verb took. Is took active or passive? Okay? We have to ask ourselves, is Hudson Taylor doing this? Yes, so it is active. Now, is it transitive or intransitive? It is transitive. Remember, transitive means he's transferring it. The China Inland Mission was begun by a devout servant of God. Was begun. Okay? Is that active or passive? It is passive. Okay? Our subject is not, it's not an action that our subject is doing. Okay? Is it transitive or intransitive? It is transitive. Number 3, Adoniram Judson was helping by translating the Bible and planting churches. Is that transitive or intransitive? It is intransitive. Now, since it's intransitive, we don't have to determine active and passive. Okay. The people of Africa loved David Livingstone so much that when he died, they buried his heart in Africa, although his body was buried in London or England. All right. Is it transitive or intransitive? It is transitive. Now, is it active or is it passive? It is active. Number 5. In 1943, missionary and Olympic athlete Eric Liddell was imprisoned. Was imprisoned is the active, transitive or intransitive? It is intransitive. And again, since it's intransitive, we don't find active and not. Okay? Letter K. It says cross out all the incorrect verb forms and make the necessary corrections. Okay, let's do these together. Jesus told the multitudes to sit down in companies of 50. No, he told them to sit, S-I-T. This ain't the speaker who spoke in chapel, aren't it? This isn't the speaker who spoke in chapel, is it? Number 3. Timothy, bring these baskets of produce to Miss Bailey. Don't bring them. Take these baskets. Dad, can I go with Leah to the class? Can I go with Leah to the class about learning children Bible stories? Asked Lauren. It's about teaching. At the zoo, Mark watched as the lioness drug her prey into the den where it was soon eaten by its cubs. No, she dragged her prey into her den where it was soon eaten by her cubs. Because we know it's a lioness, so it's a girl. Okay? Number 6, leave Luke set here to finish his assignment before he goes. No, it's let Luke sit here to finish his assignment before he goes home. Number 7, Brianna told the conductor that she wanted off at the next station because she was not feeling good. Oh, lots of mistakes in this one. Brianna told the conductor that she wanted to get off at the next station because she was not feeling well. Number 8, Chuck did not go to bust the lamp, but he did. Chuck did not intend to break the lamp, but he did. After Kyle busted his leg, he had spent several weeks laying down and resting. After Kyle broke his leg, he spent several weeks lying down, resting. Number 10, can I raise some rabbits this summer? Stephen asked. May I raise some rabbits this summer? Stephen asked. Go ahead and turn the page to page 272. We're going to circle, cross out, and write the word circle. Circle the correct word in parentheses. Neither Shannon nor her sisters, neither nor tells me I use what? Use the subject closest to the verb. So, sisters say no to an opportunity to volunteer at the nursing home. Mumps, special word, mumps is a disease that can be stopped by vaccination. Jim Elliott and Nate Saint. So both of them were martyred as they tried to reach the people of the interior of Ecuador. The acoustics, that's one of our special words, in our new auditorium are excellent. Okay? God's Trombones, that's one book, contains The Creation by James Weldon Johnson, an influential writer of the Harlem Renaissance period of American literature. Number 6, the class was or were discussing among themselves various ways of raising school spirit. We had to read that whole sentence because we have to look and see how the word class is used. Class were discussing, okay? Because lots of people are talking, individuals. Sour cherry pie and vanilla bean ice cream is or are Grandpa's favorite dessert. Is. It's my grandpa's favorite dessert too. $97 was or were the price listed on the store's website. It's the price, it's $97 was. It's 1 unit. Miss Arkwright and her students greet the guests as they arrived. Betsy and Corey Ten Boom, 2 different people, were willing to do whatever they could to help the oppressed Jews in Holland during World War II. Exercise M, number 1. We're looking, again, we're going to cross out and circle the correct word. Our teacher gave Diego and me 10 minutes for our class presentation. Why? Because Diego and me are the direct objects, so it would be an objective case. We, or us Christians, are to be the light of the world. We, because it is the subject of the sentence. We were all thrilled when we heard about his receiving the award, okay? About his receiving the award. About an award, that's what makes it a prepositional phrase. His is an adjective, okay? So we're going to show possession. The lead roles were given to her and him. Why? They're the objects of the preposition. The policeman, Officer Ruiz, and he were awarded the citations for bravery because policeman is the subject, but Officer Ruiz and he is in a positive. But it's in a positive to the subject. Since when you have in a positive, a pronoun that's in a positive, it has to be in the same case as the word it's in a positive for. Since this is in a positive for the subject, the pronoun has to be in the subjective case. Yes, the ones who ran into the burning building to rescue the family were Captain Johnson and he. Why? It's a predicate nominative. Us or we, members of the ensemble who will sing today, include Sandra, Rose, Jasmine, and me or I. So the first one, us or we, is the subject, so it is we. The last one, who will sing today, include, what is this going to be? It's a list of the direct objects, so it is me. Jackson and she won first prize at the STEM fair. The ones who volunteered to help Miss Ling with her yard work were they and she. That is because they are predicate nominatives, so they have to be in the subjective case. Number 10, are the seats reserved for Mrs. Garcia and them? Okay, because it's the object of a preposition. Look at exercise N. It says cross out any incorrect words. Make necessary corrections. Circle any misspelled modifiers and draw arrows to where they should be. Number 1, Katie said on Monday that we would be able to have a team meeting. On Monday is in the wrong place. It needs to go in front of Katie because she said it on Monday, or it needs to be after meeting because the meeting's on Monday. We made a card for each nursing home resident made of construction paper. Well, the resident wasn't made of construction paper, the card was, so it needs to go after card. Number 3, although the soldiers were sure tired, they still marched all the faster they could. No, they were surely tired. They marched as fast as they could. This or that type of phone requires less charging time than those other types. Number 5, something in the room smelled really bad. Number 6, we couldn't find any of the lost items anywhere. Cross out the S on anywheres. Number 7, Beatrice read that the drought in California had eased some in her news feed. No, in her news feed needs to go in front of Beatrice. The refugees fleeing religious persecutions walked as far as they could, but it was a long way to the border, not ways. Number 9, change the word them to those flowers are prettier than the ferns. So mark out the word more. You don't use more and er, one or the other. On the top 4 entries, ours was best. Okay, it would only be better if there was only 2. Number 11, you seem somewhat tired today, Isabella. Didn't you get any sleep last night? Isabella, I hope you're not tired today. Letter O. All right, we're going to fix our prepositions and conjunctions, just making changes when we need to. Okay, you can pause this if you'd like so you can do it, and then because I'm just going to read you the answers. Okay, here we go. I read that the first known lighthouse was Pharos of Alexandria, Egypt. Number 2, since the bills for building the St. George Reef Lighthouse near Crescent City, California, amounted to more than $715,000, it is considered the most expensive lighthouse in America. Number 3, our family will try to visit the lighthouse at Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, the tallest lighthouse in America. Number 4, we have toured all the lighthouses on the East Coast except the lighthouse on Sullivan's Island near Charleston, South Carolina. Number 5, at 8 a.m. Mark out the word about. Jaden and Trevor are leaving the lighthouse for the lighthouse tour at Gibraltar Point, Toronto, Canada. Number 6, by noon, they should be inside the lighthouse itself. Take the word of out. Number 7, a lighthouse depot is a place set aside for storing lighthouse equipment. Take the word where and the word is out. Okay? I want you to go ahead and look at exercise P. I want you to do exercise P before you turn this on. So let me look at this real quickly. You know what? I'm going to stop it there. I want you to do it for homework, and we'll check it tomorrow.